This is my wife's 2005 Dodge Magnum 5.7 Hemi, and as you may know, a lot of these cars don't come with transmission dipsticks anymore, so I bought a universal one from Dorman, and you're supposed to bottom this out in the pan and take your reading. Let's see how close they got this. Okay, well, but at least we can take a reading. And that's kind of silly, right? I was kind of hoping to leave that in there, but I guess not. As with most everything else, you can find some information on the internet. I typed in my car, 2005 Dodge automatic transmission, temperature chart. I found this under images, and here's the chart right there. So it is available on the internet, hopefully for your car as well. The instructions basically say to park the vehicle level surface, put it in park with the brakes on, then you go through the gears a few times, wait 2 minutes and check the oil with the engine running. On the page 2 is a graph, and that's what we're going to go check the oil level, and we'll come back here and compare it to the graph. The instructions also indicate you're going to need a scanner of some kind. You have to read the transmission temperature. Unfortunately, it's the way of the world these days. If you're going to work on a newer car, you got to have a scanner. So let's go out there and give it a try. The temperature on the transmission is indicating 174. It's been running for well over 2 minutes. So let's go straight to the dipstick, which is in the transmission. All right, the scanner had, what was it, 176, something like that. Right at the tip, it's showing 99, 100. So the max was 100. And I'm showing right at 60, the number on the scale. All right, so according to the scanner, when I checked it, it was 175, I think it was 176. So this is the temperature graph. Go up to the line and go over, and it's about 67. Best I could tell, it was between 60 and 65 because it was some residue on the, the dipstick there. But where it completely filled up, that flat part, it was right around 60 to 65. So we're right there. And then if you were to use the heat gun, we only had 100. And so that would have showed your transmission overfilled. So unfortunately, I don't know any other way to do this correctly except for with the scanner. So another point worth mentioning is something I didn't even think about, but this oil level is physical oil level in the pan. In this case measured in millimeters. So for instance, we had 60 on our reading. It was between 60 and 65, kind of hard to read, but we'll call it 60. And using a calculator here on the computer, 60 millimeters is 2 inches and 23/64 for us Americans, or 2.36 in the decimal. But it brings up another point, and that is, if you need to do a transmission service, now you have to go to a capacities chart to see how much oil you got to buy. It just gets more and more complicated. All right, it's the next day for me. End of the video for you guys. This video is really taking way too long, but this got complicated. You got to have a scanner for one, or some way of reading the actual transmission temperature. You have to buy a dipstick. Or come up with your own measuring device. I actually looked for like 4-foot long zip ties and other materials, and ended up buying, this thing. It was $12. It's not the money so much as it doesn't fit. But I guess it is universal, and it works. You just can't leave it in a car like I was hoping to. The other thing I noticed while I was editing is the picture here. Yes, that is not my wife. This was probably taken 10 years ago, and it was one of our good friends who died of cancer at 45 years old, so we keep that up in memory of her. But anyway, I guess that's it. See you in the next one.